Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zymox, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be at about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seat belt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride. Well, hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to Weird Wednesday. What's up, Jamie? How's everybody doing this evening?
I'm doing well. I was on mute.
Aha.
How are you doing?
I'm doing. Don't know if I'm doing right or wrong, but I'm doing.
I totally just posted a piece of that from a Translate, Zach.
So how's everybody in the chat doing? Yeah, JL says pretty new babies. I got some babies today.
Is that Janice?
Some babies arrived in the mail today.
They did? What kind of babies?
A couple of new snakes. Snakeses.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Made a little YouTube video on them.
You did? You got a snake, man?
I got a snake in the mail, man. I gave some beer who was slithering this way and that. Yeah. Got a pastel, what is it? A pastel coral glow piebald. And then a bamboo orange dream something another. So yeah.
How did they send it?
They send them in a box, FedEx.
Oh, he's so cute.
Overnight. I'm surprised. I ordered an Ethernet thing for my Starlink, and it never showed up. FedEx said, "Oh yeah, it's delivered." I'm like, "No, bitches, it ain't delivered. It's not delivered to me." And so I finally, the one downside to Starlink is they don't have a phone number or an email that is very user friendly
to get a hold of an actual person there. Their customer service kind of sucks.
Really?
But yeah, but I finally figured out how to get a hold of them. You got to like go through the automated stuff, and then, you know, it says, did this answer your question? And thumbs up or thumbs down. If you put the thumbs down, then it pops up like, you know, you can ask them a question. I'm like, hey, I ordered this thing. Here's my order number. Here's the tracking number. It says it's delivered, but it's not. And they were cool. They sent me another one out. So it was supposed to be here 2 days ago. And yesterday it was in like Peoria, Illinois or some shit. It was like way on the other side of the country. And I looked at the tracking today. Let's see what it says now.
How did the snakes not get too hot in the FedEx truck and all that? Like, I know they'll do that with fish and stuff, because like when I used to do the tanks and they have the baggie in the box, and but how do they ship live animals?
Yeah, you can't really see, but it left California. And look, it went all the way over to the East Coast, and now it's coming. It's in Georgia now. So
Hell, I could have picked it up for you and sent it back.
I know. It's like all the way across the country. And I don't know. And it kills me because, you know, it says it was supposed to be delivered 2 days ago. And now it says your package is on time. Bullshit. It's on time. It's 2 days late already.
Like, whose time?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, they ship snakes and lizards and stuff. They ship them like overnight FedEx. And yeah, I'm lucky it got here because it's supposed to be here by noon today. And it showed up about a quarter till noon. And the guy in the FedEx truck like parked like a block away. And I see him carrying this box. And, you know, I know it's mine. And I see him carrying a box down the road, and he's like going from one house to the other. And like, you know,
And there's a live animal in this box.
Yeah, there's house numbers on all the houses. It's like, finally.
Does it say there's a living creature inside on the box?
Yeah. And, you know, he's holding it, but he's like going from one house to the other. And I'm like, dude, you're a freaking FedEx delivery. You know, don't you have your shit together a little bit better than this? Look like a kindergartner out there trying to find the right house. And all these houses are brand new, and there's numbers on them. There's numbers on every single one of them. It's not like they don't have numbers on them. I don't know. But yeah, they showed up and they were good to go. But yeah, it makes me worry because they came from, I think, Wisconsin. So they had a long ride.
That's crazy. Kind of let's see what Zach said. They used to ship out the tarantulas and all that, but the ferrets kept dying. That's crazy. They're really pretty. I like that one with the other one with the pattern. I can't remember what you said it was. Not butterscotch. What did you say it was?
The one last week, there was a orange glow piebald. Or
is that the one that has the pattern, the darker pattern? In the video I just looked at.
Oh no, that's a bamboo pastel inchy, I think is what it is.
An inchy?
Inchy.
Inchy, yeah. How cute. Oh yeah, the other day, who was I talking to? I think, Metro PCS. And I could hear all these kids in the background. Like, it sounded like they're out of damn school. I couldn't hear them because all the thing. I'm like, can I ask where I'm calling right now? By curiosity, he goes, the Philippines. I'm like, mm-hmm. Yeah. They're like, hello, Metro PCS. They're like, every Metro customer is like extra animated. I don't know why, because I've had a call like 5 times in the past 2 months, and
Yeah.
every single one is so extra. I'm like, what are they telling these people?
Exactly.
I'm like, yo, you can cool it. I already know the flow. Just,
Hello, my name is Bob Simmons. How are you today? Yeah. Joe Smith. Yeah.
What was that cartoon when they switch the hats? Like they say, oh, I'm customer service for this. And then they're like, hello, this is blah, blah, blah. Like one customer service for all these people.
Yeah. Yeah. How often do the snakes feed? The snakes eat about once a week, once every 7 to 10 days. So that's why snakes, and they only poop like once every week or 10 days. So that's why they're so easy to take care of, because you only got to feed them, once every week or two. And they only poop once every week or two, and they shed their skin. But yeah, they're really easy to take care of. And do they ever bite? They can bite, but generally they don't. I got one that he's kind of a little asshole, but he's a little striky, but he's just freaked out. He's not like mean. He's just real. He has some nervous issues.
Oh,
yeah.
this comment, Todd.
What's that?
Todd says that you artfully avoided one of his comments. I was
About
looking to see
too
which
many?
one. Yeah, the too many.
Too many
That
on
one?
how many do I need? I don't know. How many are there?
I think Todd wants a snake, man.
I'm doing good. We used to have over 350 at one point. So, I've only got like 20 now. So, cut
Holy
weight.
shite. Because you had the big tubs and stuff with them in it, huh?
Yeah.
Like the bins with the
Yeah, there's one in
150? And what kind of house?
out where I used to live. I had a room full of snakes. Just that's what the room was for. And I had
a reptile room with like the tanks stacked, but not even near anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a bunch, but I used to do shows, and I was always going to the shows and selling them and doing all kinds of stuffs like that.
Wolfie's in the house. Well, you want to start or you want me to start?
I reckon I can throw one up here. I say I had a bunch of pictures of all my stuffs, but my computer. There, now they're coming up. It was being on Riri there for a bit.
Well, the video is crazy. I'm looking at the one that Todd sent. That's got to be, I don't know.
Which one is that?
The in Paranormal Soup chat, the moon rising. I mean, I know some places it's like really close, but that's like humongous.
Yeah, my walls used to look like this. It's just one little corner of the wall. Damn it, work. Here you go.
Aha, that makes more sense.
Yeah, those are rack systems, but yeah, every one of those tubs has a snake in it, and the walls were lined with them.
Yeah, I had maybe like 30, 40 aquariums up there. And I was trying to breed chameleons. They laid eggs, but they're very hard to breed in captivity.
Chameleons? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're so awesome, though.
Yeah. I was looking at a panther chameleon a while back. Used to do these too. These were always cool. Leopard geckos.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Yeah.
That one's yours?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so pretty.
These are ones that I had. It's an albino boa.
He looks, the light, it makes him look like he's all like
Yeah.
loaded. Like, yeah. Like the tongue's big. Oh, pretty.
There's a snake full of eggs. So she's like real fat right there.
Damn. How many eggs did it lay? Oh, is that an egg? That's the eggs.
Yeah. She's got 3 or 4 under there, and there's one sliding out.
Oh my god.
It's a corn snake.
Oh.
There's more corn snake eggs. There's a couple getting ready to get frisky.
What would that turn into? Oh, that's a male and female with the same one?
Yeah. Yeah, this was a spider, and this was a pastel. Bred those two together and got some really cool snakes. Got some bumble out of there.
Do you have a picture of those?
Somewhere here.
I don't know why one person, they always like pick one person to be the Facebook user on StreamYard. Let's see who said so cute.
Got a bunch of pictures of steak on here. That's weird.
With the snakes.
Yeah, this is my display at the shows I used to do. My table, booth, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I'll probably eventually be doing some more shows like this again. Me on a pirate ship.
Because you're a pirate.
Arr. There's my friend that I used to do the snake shows with, but he died. It's like, oh,
I was just going to bring that up and then I didn't.
But anyways.
Good times.
Yeah. Snakes, not steaks. Snake steaks.
Snake steaks.
What's up, D? How you doing? Let's see. What am I doing? I got no idea, but let's go with it anyways. Oh, this one's kind of trippy. I got a couple of pictures on this. Maybe you saw this one. Maybe you didn't. But it says metallic disc-shaped UFO photographed over Mexico.
Didn't see that one.
Okay, if this is real, it's pretty damn good. Recently released photographs show a quintessential flying saucer over the Mexican state of Tampax. Anyways, Mexico has certainly seen its fair share of UFO sightings over the years. Mexico City, in particular, has often been considered a hotspot for the phenomenon, especially following a spat of sightings that were reported over the city at the time of a solar eclipse back in the 1990s. This latest sighting, however, which comes courtesy of an individual named Juanito Juan, reportedly occurred over the Mexican state of Tamaulipas. I'm guessing at it. On August 17th. The witness took several photographs at the time showing a reflective metallic disc-shaped object in the sky in front of some forbidding-looking storm clouds. When viewed together, the pictures provide a suggestion of the object's movements. The photo was taken 8/17/22 in the rural area of Tamaulipas by the person who calls them. Okay, we just read that. As things stand, however, little is known about the sighting, meaning that it's difficult to get a concrete picture of the circumstances or the validity of the photographs. You can view the original Twitter post along with a full set of photos. And so there's this photo of it, which, it's a disc in the sky with some clouds behind it. But the other pictures, they're a little better, perhaps. It gives you more clarity as to what's going on. Here's another one.
Can you see where the sun is? Because you see that reflection on there, and I'm curious where the actual light is coming from.
Yeah, I mean, you see the clouds are all dark down here, but they do get lighter up here.
Yeah.
And there's one other picture. This one is you can see, like, if you look at them all three together or all four together, you can see how it's moving. This one, it's more on an angle. So I don't know. I mean, if it's real, it's a pretty clear picture. I mean, even when you zoom in on it, it gets blurry, but I mean, that's freaking zoomed way in. It's definitely some sort of disc saucer.
And the pixels around that look different than.
Yeah.
Wait, now scroll it over to a cloud. Do I also cast spells?
Yeah, I don't know. Todd, are you in here? What do you think?
Yeah, I was going to ask Todd.
You got to come on the show and hang out with us.
He really does.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it like this, it's one thing. But yeah, like when you zoom way in on it, the pixels are different on it than they are the rest of the picture, the rest of the photograph.
Yeah, it almost looks like maybe they took a smaller picture of one and then stretched it out to put it then on that picture.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, because there's.
Because now look at the dish. Oh, wait. What is that? Yeah, because the dish is all broken up. I don't know.
I don't know. If you look at it like that, I mean, if that's an actual untouched photograph, it's pretty good.
Todd said to send him a copy.
Yeah.
I think he's going Saturday, D. Or which are you talking about? I believe the Philly is Saturday.
Well, anyways, yeah, I'll send you a picture of that, Todd.
Well, I know it's not quite the first yet, but I got a little something to get us into the fall spirit. We've got a man who paddled 38 miles down the Missouri River in a hollowed out pumpkin.
Say what?
That would be fun to see. If you're sitting there fishing on the shore and you see this coming by, a Nebraska man paddled 38 miles down the Missouri River on Saturday in a boat made from a hollowed out pumpkin to celebrate his 60th birthday and hopefully set a Guinness World Record. Dwayne Hansen set out on the public boat docks in Bellevue, Nebraska about 7:30 a.m. in the 846-pound pumpkin and arrived in Nebraska City just after 6:30 p.m. Hansen had asked Bellevue city officials to serve as witnesses for his record-setting attempt. They say if you stay in your job long enough, you might see just about everything, and this morning was one of those days, a city witness said. The pumpkin vessel had the name SS Berta written on the back and had a cup holder carved in the hull. You always got to have that cup holder. Hansen's wife, family, and friends were also there to document the journey, with some of them following in a proper boat just in case the pumpkin ran into any trouble. The previous record for longest journey by pumpkin boat was 25.5 miles, set in 2018. The Guinness World Records spokesman Kyle Galloway told CNN that the organization has received Hansen's application for the title and is awaiting evidence to review. Within our application process, we provide the applicant with guidelines that are specific to that record category. So once they review it, they'll then confirm the success or failure of the record attempt. Hansen lives in Syracuse, Nebraska, and enjoys growing large pumpkins, gourds, and other vegetables as a hobby. So that's pretty cool.
An 800-pound pumpkins. That's a lot of pumpkin pie.
It's a lot of pumpkin pie. I'd be throwing little something. That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna paddle my pumpkin down the river.
I'm just paddling my pumpkin.
I'm pumpkin paddling.
Okay, paddling. Good night, Zach.
Paddling my pumpkin.
Can't talk now. I'm busy paddling my pumpkin.
I'm busy paddling my pumpkin. Could you please leave a message?
Can't answer your call right now. I'm busy paddling my pumpkin.
Oh, damn. 2 Bigfoot sightings reported in South Carolina this summer. Yep. We got us a Bigfoot. So they say. It's more like blah, 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 Bigfoot, blah, 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 blah. 2 separate sightings of the elusive Sasquatch were recently submitted to the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization. Something strange is roaming in the wilderness of South Carolina. No shit, it's a Bigfoot, man. At least that is if these 2 witness reports, both involving encounters that occurred over the summer, are to be believed. The first, which occurred on July 5th, was reported by a forestry worker who had driven out to a remote part of York County to investigate a power line cut at around 2 p.m. He thought something was up when he came across a strange depression in the grass. There's been a Bigfoot out here lollygagging in the grass, paddling his pumpkin in the grass, as though a large animal had been lying there. Well, it's a very strange, foul smell, too. He then heard what sounded like something large knocking on a tree trunk a short distance away, followed by a correlating series of knocks on another tree trunk in the opposite direction. Could he have stumbled upon 2 Bigfoots communicating with one another? The second report, which occurred in Beaufort County on August 2nd, they grow some good weed in Beaufort County, just saying. Anyways, They saw a family drive out to visit a lighthouse at Huntington Island State Park when they encountered something unexpected. They'd been driving along the exit road around noon when they spotted a creature walking upright along the side of the road, which was promptly disappeared into the foliage. The height of the creature is estimated as being between 5 to 6 feet tall, the report states. Legs were approximately 3 feet long, human-like jointed knee with dark brown, splotchy black hair that was approximately 2 inches long. All three passengers witnessed the same thing and were able to explain what it was. Excuse me, they were unable to explain what it was. It's a damn Bigfoot. That's what it was. They even reported it to the Huntington Island State Park office, and they were told that an investigation would be initiated. Whether their experiences were ever actually looked into, however, remains unclear. So, are Bigfoots real? I don't know, maybe. I guess if you see one, you see one. They are the king of hide and go seek, though.
I'm not going to doubt anything.
I have been in the woods before by myself and had something following me. I won't say it's a Bigfoot or a skunk ape, as it would be called here in Florida. But I did get creeped out. Something was definitely following me.
Was that in the woods behind your house?
No, this was in the woods down by the river when I had a van.
River.
Yeah, it's where I used to hide geocaches and stuff. And
What happened?
Just been out in the woods a few times out there in these nature preserves, and like one time in particular I went in to check the cache. I've had two different really weird things happen there in the same place. One was just that overwhelmingly creepy feeling of something following me and watching me, and hearing like footsteps behind me but never seeing anything. And the other time I was coming out of the woods and something was following me. That's the time that I saw the little red lights that seemed to be following me. And I don't know what the hell those were. That's a whole nother story. But it wasn't like red lights of eyes glowing or anything, because it wasn't fully dark yet. It was like red lights, like little orbs of light.
Damn.
And I kept looking back and I would see them, and it seemed like they would get closer. And when I'd turn around to look, they would kind of fade. But they never got like super close, but they were bright and I could see them. And I have no idea what they were. June bugs, lightning bugs. I don't know.
That reminds me of some stories I've heard of people talking about things like in the woods like that, where and I can't remember what they think it was, but they would talk about like lights coming at them, but they never would get up to them. Like they would stop and then the lights would stop.
Yeah.
And like these people that were in a truck, like riding in the back of a truck, something happened like that too, where it was like literally following the truck and then would stop.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah. Weird. I've had some strange things happen in those woods.
I bet.
And then this one time I heard banjo music and I came out there and my butt was hurting.
Like Deliverance.
Yeah. This one's got a pretty mouth.
Ding, 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 ding. You got a pretty mouth.
This one got a pretty mouth.
I want to brush his hair.
You squeal. Go on now, squeal.
Squeal like a pig.
Damn.
So
I hope Ned Beatty got paid really good for that scene. Oh man.
Oh God. In a day of algorithms and platforms like TikTok that can match you up to things that you're interested in, down to if you have a favorite creator that you follow and they think maybe you like the way they look, they'll start filling your For You page, with more people that look just like that because of the face recognition. So a lot of people have actually found their doppelgangers through this. I've seen people posting with these people that they've come across. People say, "Oh my God, you look like so and so." Tag, tag, tag. You would swear they're like twins, like biological twins. They don't know each other, but it says doppelgangers don't just look alike, they also share DNA. So, Smithsonian Magazine, doppelgangers share strikingly similar physical characteristics. They look so alike at times, these two unrelated people could easily pass for twins or at least siblings. Now, new research suggests that doppelgangers have more in common than meets the eye. People with very similar faces also share many of the same genes and lifestyle traits, according to a new paper. It may seem obvious that people with similar facial features would also have some of the same DNA, but no one has scientifically proven this until now. Thanks to the internet, it's now easier than ever for researchers to track down and study doppelgangers. And to be honest, I didn't even read this all the way through before I sent it earlier, so this is the first time I'm reading this through. To understand what was going on at the genetic level among lookalikes, scientists collaborated with a Canadian photographer, Francois, and I believe that's these posts up here. Since 1999, Francois has been traveling around the world to capture intimate portraits of strangers who look nearly identical to one another. Researchers asked 32 pairs of his models to answer questions about their lifestyles and submit samples of their DNA. Using facial recognition software, the scientists analyzed headshots of the so-called human doubles and computed a score to quantify similarities among their faces. They compared the scores to those of identical twins and found that the software had awarded twin-like scores to exactly half of the doppelganger pairs. To find out whether the similarities ran more than skin deep, the researchers next studied the participants' DNA. They found that 9 of the 16 very similar-looking pairs shared many common genetic variations known as, I'm not going to try to say it right now. These pairs are therefore like virtual twins. And in terms of their lifestyle, the human doubles were also more likely than non-doppelgangers have characteristics in common, such as their height, weight, hair, smoking history, and education levels. But though they had similar genetics and traits, the lookalikes had very different microbiomes or communities of helpful and harmful. I'm not going to get into all that. Through this nature versus nurture perspective, this suggests it's DNA, not environmental factors or shared life experiences, that is primarily responsible for how similar doppelgangers look. In a growing population, there's just bound to be some genetic overlap just by happenstance. So yeah, I'm not going to get into the rest of all this. They say researchers say the findings may also someday help police investigators conjure up the faces of suspects from their DNA samples, but that potential application wades into murky ethical territory. So yeah, and they're talking about facial algorithms and all that. But yeah, so if you see a doppelganger on the internet, they just might have your shared DNA.
Yeah, it's weird. This dude, there's a guy in town that everybody, when they see me, they think I'm him. And when they see him, they think he's me. And it's not quite a doppelganger, but there's me.
That's a nice picture.
And there's this guy.
I think they're oh, holy shit.
He lives here in town, and he's a musician, and he plays bass. That's weird.
No.
Yeah.
See, you've got a doppel. I wonder if you guys have shared DNA. And
I don't know.
as Ariana, I think that would maybe make them family members. I'm not sure. I have the 23andMe that I did, and there was, showing new potential family members and things. But like nowadays, I think like I wouldn't want to like date, do all this. Like if you have like a whole lot in common with somebody, I'd be wanting to, get like a DNA test first now. That is really crazy.
Yeah.
Like the hair is almost the same.
Yeah, I mean, he's got like a cleaner shaven, thing going on, but yeah. Pretty weird, though.
That's crazy. I didn't know you had a doppel.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Lori says, put on some sunglasses.
Yeah.
What else? My YouTube. Oh, Todd said to check your messages.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's see, where am I going to here? Yeah, this one's weird. Kind of like the one we had. I guess you did it or Jason did it. I think you did it, and then Jason did it. But it was about the red glow in the sea,
Oh, yeah.
This is enigmatic red sprite spotted in the sky over Chile. Is it Chile or Chile? I don't know. A rare and spectacular atmospheric phenomenon was recently captured on camera above the Atacama Desert. Man, tongue twister words tonight. Resembling fountains of bright red phosphorus reaching high into the heavens. Red sprites are caused by large-scale electrical discharges above thunderstorm clouds. Despite being triggered by lightning striking the ground, the sprites themselves appear high and up in the atmosphere at altitudes up to 55 miles. This particular example of the phenomenon was captured on camera near the European Southern Observatory, La Silla Observatory. It appears close to the ground due to the perspective of the camera. While red sprites have been documented, they occur very rarely, and when they do happen, they remain a fascinating and spectacular sight for anyone lucky enough to bear witness to them. So yeah, if you didn't know what they were and you were looking at them, you'd be like, what in the tarnation's going on over there? But
yeah,
they have a perfectly good explanation for what it is. Either that or it's a bunch of UFOs and they're just shooting light and they came up with something. Oh yeah, nothing to see, just move along.
Yeah, or they shot some stuff up just to say, oh yeah, this is what y'all saw before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I read that one with because they had the pictures over the ocean, I think of it.
Yep. Yeah, they're saying those are fishing boats with new red lights to draw the fish in.
Yeah, that's one of the things they were thinking it might be.
Yeah.
And that does make sense. I mean, I can see that. So could we debunk it by actually going over the fishing boats and then just taking a picture?
Yeah.
Or is that what they did?
I don't know if they actually did anything or they just said, oh no, this is what it is. Nothing to see. Move along. Move along.
Yes, they are very fantastic, Ulrich. Two Air France pilots suspended after a cockpit fistfight.
That's a tongue twister there. It's like cockpit fist fight.
And then look at the picture of the plane.
At least it
The
wasn't
cabin.
a fistful of at least it wasn't a fistful of cockfights.
The captain and his first officer exchanged blows.
Okie dokie then.
As they flew an Airbus A320 from Geneva to Paris in June, Swiss news outlet told the Tribune. Members of the cabin crew intervened after hearing the noise. One crew member stayed in the cockpit until the flight landed safely. The incident did not affect the flight, the airline told the Tribune. The incident comes after a report published by France's air investigation body on Tuesday said that the airline had a culture which lacked rigor when it came to safety procedures. So, don't really know what happened, but 2 pilots went at it in the cockpit.
Well,
Just to
damn.
make you feel a little safer in the skies right now, you know, with everything else going on.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. We appear to have a pilot fight in the cockpit. We've been experiencing turbulence while I whip this other pilot's ass.
We're going to pull a lottery. If your number's pulled, please come up and take the wheel.
Yeah, that's probably something you don't want to see is your 2 pilots fighting.
No.
It's like, can you guys wait till we get back on the ground for that? Come on. Beat the shit out of each other once we land, okay?
These pilots all over the place are getting like overworked and like totally stressed out. Not to mention like all these planes that are having to like take the pilots, like there was our passengers. One plane was going one way, went like I can't remember how much money and fuel and all this stuff because they had to stop off like in some other country to pick up a pilot to take them back to somewhere else because of these regulations. Passengers were like 2.5 hours late on their flight for it. It's just insane.
Dang.
Planes just stopping, making a U-turn in the air to like turn around and go get fuel. And, you know, everybody started to cry thinking, you know, they didn't know what was going on. I don't know. I don't really feel like I want to be flying right now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is a interesting one. Lonely tribesman dies 26 years after his tribe was wiped out.
Oh no.
A man dubbed loneliest man on earth has died after spending decades alone in the Brazilian rainforest. The anonymous tribesman, whose entire tribe was wiped out by land grabbers and cattle poachers, spent the rest of his days living off the land and sleeping alone in a wooden hut in the jungle. So little is known about him. In fact, that nobody knew his name, though some called him Man of the Hole because he would dig deep holes to trap animals. Efforts have been made to make contact with him and leave him supplies, but he would typically flee when approached, and one time he even fired an arrow at an official, almost killing him. After that, the decision was made to leave this man alone to his own devices. So like, he's flinging arrows at us. We're going to leave his ass alone. He was recently found lying in his hammock, having seemingly died of natural causes. Few details remain about the tribe he once belonged to, other than contact with the outside world in the 70s ultimately cost them everything. With the tribe's only remaining member now dead, its entire population and culture has been lost. So yeah, there's a tribe there, you know, apparently in the 70s, you know, cattle poachers and land grabbers kind of came in and probably gave them the freaking cold and the flu or something and probably wiped them out because, you know, they were just out there living in the rainforest doing
That's
their
so
thing.
sad.
And apparently this guy was the last one. But hey, I guess he kicked it off laying in the hammock.
Did they say how old he was? I can't remember.
Yeah, it doesn't say his age. I'm assuming he was fairly old. Just says it looked like he died of natural causes. But yeah, I've heard a few stories of people like this. I watched a thing the other day. A guy, I can't remember where it was, but this guy wanted to approach this tribe, to read them the good book, wanted to share God's word with them. And, they weren't friendly, they didn't want anybody coming on their island. And the same thing, they would shoot arrows at anybody that, came in close range of them. And, but this guy just wouldn't give up. And he kept having, these fishing boats bring him back there. He went to like paddle a kayak to go try to talk to him. And, they started shooting arrows at him. And I don't know, he said he went back a couple times and then he just told them, hey, drop me off. I'm going to swim in. And if I die, well, that's God's will. And apparently they killed him.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, you saw that one, huh? Yep.
This one's kind of cool.
Sometimes you just got to leave well enough alone.
You really do. Yeah, and it's important to know when that time is.
Yeah. Like when arrows are coming at you, it's probably time to leave well enough alone.
Yeah, you're walking somewhere and you hear like a shotgun. You might want to turn back the other way.
No, you want to get them God's word, like slingshot a Bible over to them and say, hey, good luck. Hope you read it. Thank you. I'm out of here.
Slingshot, bow and arrow.
Yeah. Drop a drone Bible off to them. I don't know.
A drone Bible. And then how would they read that? Like,
yeah, who knows,
How would they translate it?
Yeah. They're just looking at this guy thinking, oh, it's a white devil coming in here. Kill him.
Yeah.
Devil up in here.
Dinosaur tracks revealed in Texas as severe drought dries up river. A lot of these rivers, even though we got, zombie ice that's melting, they say it's going to raise the ocean like an inch or a foot, whatever the hell they're saying. We actually have a lot of our rivers drying up all over the world, out here in our country. But one cool thing that was found are these dinosaur tracks. Severe drought conditions in Texas have, because we've been talking about like meat out here with the with the mob bodies. Severe drought conditions in Texas have revealed ancient dinosaur footprints that date back more than 100 million years.
That's a long time.
That's what 100M is, right?
Yeah.
Multiple dinosaur tracks belonging to Archocanthosaurus dinosaur were discovered recently at Dinosaur Valley State Park in northwest Texas, as widespread droughts have caused a river running through central Texas to dry up almost entirely. Prints from that dinosaur were uncovered in the almost entirely dried up Paluxy River. The 15-foot, 7-ton creature, 7-ton creature. How many big trucks would that be?
Some big ass feet.
Inhabited the area over 113 million years ago. Drought conditions have revealed about 60 prints from that dinosaur, with an estimated 140 tracks from the dinosaur in total. Most tracks that have been recently uncovered and discovered at different parts of the river in the park belong to that dinosaur. Tracks from that dinosaur had not been seen since 2000, with prints hidden under layers of water and sediment, though visitors can sometimes see other dinosaur tracks at the state park, depending on the weather conditions. I didn't even know they had a dinosaur park there. That's pretty cool. Prints from the Sauroposeidon, a 66-foot creature that once weighed about 48 tons when fully matured, were also discovered. Experts believe that the first dinosaur preyed on that second dinosaur, explaining why their prints were discovered together. Several states along the U.S. are dealing with extreme drought. They say it's a consequence of climate change. Dips in water levels across key water reservoirs have caused the federal government to intervene. I don't care about all that. Anyways, that's pretty cool. We got a little clip showing a guy walking through it to see like how big some of these prints actually are. They're totally frozen in time. I'll check it out, Larry.
Dinosaur tracks. You see the claw marks. Pretty good size. Theropod.
Yeah, those are huge.
These are awesome, awesome tracks. And these are normally underwater, so you don't usually get to see these. There's tons of them. Wow. At this size. Some big claws.
Dang.
That is so cool how you can like just, I want to put my hand in that spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, those things are big. It's crazy how, I mean, if that's real, it's crazy how preserved they are. I mean, wow.
It's like you can see how the weight of them like running, like the claws, how the claws like were dug in. You can almost like picture them. Like, gosh.
Yeah.
Like that foot's bigger than a human head.
Yeah.
Like a few human heads. Or like
Wow.
4 human heads. 4 or 5 human heads.
I'd love
How
to
many
go.
heads could get in that hole?
How many heads does it take to fill up a dinosaur foot? Here's a goofy one. People are always afraid of the, what they don't know about. Unidentified animal sparks Stranger Things scare in India.
I haven't seen this either.
A mystery creature sparked concern last week after it made its way into a shop in the Indian state of Bihar. There is quite a commotion outside a shop in Bihar's Muzaffarpur district on Thursday, when the peculiar animal was reportedly gained access to the property the night before. It was spotted rummaging around inside. It didn't take long for word to spread, and within a short time, considerable crowd had gathered. Predictably, rumors also began to spread, with some claiming that the creature was a Demogorgon from the Netflix hit show Stranger Things. I mean, that's had to be what it was.
I never watched one episode of Stranger Things.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched part of it, and I've never watched the end of it or this current season. I don't know. I don't watch anything on Netflix anymore. But this in turn ended up sparking panic, with some convinced that it was a genuine monster. It certainly didn't help when an individual who's well known in the local area came out with a theory that the creature was an alien that must have come from another planet. In reality, however, the mystery animal, which was distinctly cat-like, was most likely no more than a civet cat with mange that had managed to make its way into the city from the nearby forest. Exactly what happened to it after things had settled down remains a mystery. So they're saying it's a civet cat, whatever that is. I don't know. I need to look up a civet cat with mange. But I mean, it is pretty weird looking, you know. You see its like weird head over here and this long ass body, and it is like seems to be like walking on 2 feet, or at least
I thought they had it stretched out on something.
yeah. Who knows? It's a Demogorgon from Stranger Things. They're real.
Yeah, it's a dog cat.
Dog cat. The Simpsons. That gum Squid Billy.
Squid Billy.
Uh,
If you're eating, you may want to put down your food for this last one.
garble, garble, garble.
And an Ice Age bison was discovered, then soon eaten. Once the foul taste was smothered. How do you smother an Ice Age bison? In 1979, researchers unearthed the mummified body of a 55,000-year-old steppe bison in the Alaskan tundra. Shortly after, they sliced off a piece of his neck to eat. Here's a new story told in rhyme. This is not a traditional story. Not many names or dates, so don't worry. It's also not incredibly timely, but it's about an Ice Age steppe bison and a man whose thought process defies me. Again, I should have read this first. Let's start with the creature lived more than 55,000 years ago. Was brought to his knees by a lion ancestor foe. Down went the bison on a permafrost ground, which kept him from being eaten or found. Neither predator nor man disturbed the behemoth. I know the word, I can't say it.
Behemoth.
Mass, as it remained encased in a protective frozen glass. Leaping forward to 1979, a team of explorers venture out to mine. Gold is what they are on the lookout for, on the spot where the bison hit the floor. With a hydraulic mining hose, they melted away. Some frozen sludge till someone said, "Whoa, stop, hey." They reported their findings to University of Alaska Fairbanks officials. Dale Gerthy led the excavation, limiting terrestrials. They reported their, I don't want to read this like a damn rhyme. The skeleton, the skin, the muscles, all in near incapable condition. Guthrie named it Blue Babe, then sliced off a piece for a culinary mission. You know what we can do? He asked. Host a dinner party, and with cooking the meat, I'll be tasked. The Blue Babe's neck steak served 8 with veggies and spices and lots of booze they ate. Years later, writing about the taste, Guthrie said when thawed, one could mistake the aroma for beef, not unpleasantly earthy, but once in the mouth, his wife, Mary Lee Gerthy, told podcasters from Gimlet it was worse than beef jerky. Still, it was a great party. She fondly remembered a dreamy symbolism of the meal that endured. It was a feast, by all accounts, a true celebration, and imagining of the human experience on Earth, she said with elation. So yeah, that's the last thing I would want to think about or do if I saw that was, hey, let's taste it.
Let's slice off a slab and eat her up.
Throw it on the Barbie. Slice off it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Worse than beef jerky.
Oh, man.
I don't know. If I would have read that first, I could have probably said it like a rhyme. Some of those sentences were weird. But yeah, I would not want to taste that. Lots of ketchup or gravy.
Aged bison. Well-aged bison. Gnarly, dude. So I got one last weird one here.
Would you have tasted it?
Probably not. I don't know.
I don't know. I almost think you might.
Yeah, I've eaten some weird things. Eaten some mighty strange things. But why are we so fascinated by dragons? I don't know. Let's read this extremely long article and find out. I'm not going to read the whole thing because, like I said, it's extremely long. A self-proclaimed scholar of monsters explores your fascination with winged, fire-breathing reptiles. The premiere of HBO's prequel to Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. Has anybody watched that yet? Will undoubtedly bring more attention to this ferocious dragon. The two-legged or four-legged, fire-breathing or shape-shifting, scaled or feathered dragons fascinate people across the world with their legendary power. This shouldn't be surprising, although it is. Long before Harry Potter, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings and other modern interpretations increased the dragon's notoriety in the 21st century. Artifacts from the ancient civilization indicated their importance in many religions across the world. As a scholar of monsters, I found dragons to be nearly a universal symbol for many civilizations. Scientists have come up with explanations for the myth of dragons, but their enduring existence is testimony to their native power and mystery. Ancient dragons, ancient stories. Religions and cultures across the globe are rife with dragon lore. In fact, across the vast majority of religions, there is a mythic trait some scholars call Chaukampf, a German word that translates as struggle against chaos. This term used by mythologists refers to pervasive motive involving a heretic character who slays a primordial chaos monster, often with serpentine or dragon-like characteristics and a massive size that dwarfs humans. One ancient example is found in Enuma Elish, a Babylon creation text from around 2000 to 1000 year BC. Then it goes on and talks about dragons in the Chinese culture and other Asian cultures where they, have Chinese and other Asian references to dragons. Dragons are in the zodiac. Dragons are dragons and more dragons. They're everywhere. Today, dragons are celebrated and revered in Buddhist, Taoist, and other traditions as symbols of strength and enlightenment. So yeah, the dragons are, like big. Nobody's ever seen one, but everybody talks about them.
No, they do have a dragon. That lizard. I had a picture of a lizard that had little wings on it.
That's true.
Dragons do exist.
So yeah, I mean they're in our culture, they're in Asian culture, they're in German culture, they're from 2000 to 1000 BC. They were talking about dragons. So dragons are, not just in Harry Potter or Game of Thrones, they're everywhere.
I've got dragons like all over this room.
Yeah.
I have a whole table with the dragon's lair behind me.
I got the dragon light back there.
LA?
It's got that blue light in it back there.
I can't see it because it's too small right now.
Let's see.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. He has a wing.
Yeah, right back there. That's the one Jen, who's no longer with us, sent me for my birthday one year.
Oh. I like that it's light then too. Ooh, Debbie's got a dragon oracle deck.
Yeah, I might have one of those.
That would be fun for tonight.
Oh, it just happens to be 111, 111.
See, it's a sign. Yeah, it's 10, 1011 for me.
Do you have a scrying mirror?
I used to. I just used to make them, but I don't have any anymore. I actually need to make one. I use crystals though.
Yeah. Like, how do you
I
use
use my
crystal?
crystal, like this one here, and then I take a candle and I hold the candle behind it. So you
Okay.
like, take it, and then you just kind of like hold it behind, and you just kind of play with the light, and you'll
Yeah.
start seeing the images pop through. So it's good if you take a video of like whatever you're doing, and just keep like rolling it around on the light, and go back and review the video, and then take screenshots. And that's how I got my dad's picture and like that crystal ball right there.
Oh, nice.
But the mirrors are cool.
Yeah. I was gonna make one or two of those.
Yeah, and then I'd like do different things where I'd aim the mirrors like at each other at different angles and stuff, and then put light sometimes in the middle. Like I just did a bunch of different experiments. But that crystal's hard to use because that's a pretty heavy ball right there. And then I have like a smaller amethyst one that it works pretty good too. I need like one right in the middle of those two weight because that one's like too big for my hand.
Yeah.
But you can actually just do it with a regular crystal too. Just anything that you can see through and put the light. And it's like you just keep watching and looking, and then you just start seeing like images form.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I had one of my crystals up here, but it must be in back of me. Yeah, it's back on the shelf back there. I thought I had it up here, but this isn't a crystal. But it's this. I think I've showed that before, hadn't I?
Yeah, but I don't remember. It's a fossilized what?
It's a if you've ever heard about the mystery spheres from Costa Rica, this is one of them. I found this when I was in Costa Rica in 1987 out in the jungle, and I was like, oh, it's a cool round rock. And I brought it home, and I never knew anything about it. And then I was watching TV or something, National Geographic or something, and they started talking about all these spheres from Costa Rica. They don't know exactly what they are. And they're all different sizes. This is a really small one. There's some really big ones there.
Was it in like a dried up creek or so? I'm trying to think how it's so perfectly round like that.
Yeah, I mean, well, let me pull up a picture. Yeah, these are big ones. Let's see here. And I've seen some big ones in Costa Rica. I've seen some big ones in Costa Rica. Yeah, no, these are definitely big. I mean, like there's a guy.
Holy cow.
Yeah. But the one I have, it's small in this range. But yeah, nobody knows really what they are, where they came from. But yeah, I mean, some of them like that is
That's incredible.
It's like perfectly round. That's a big one.
Because you've seen like the wind rocks and stuff. Over time, the wind blowing the sand will do like trippy things to rocks, or the way they get tumbled from. Oh, see, those are in the water.
Yeah. It's
But it's
weird.
like, how do they get perfectly? It's like, are they just being completely like tumbled over, like in a circle, like being rotated until it was like?
I think somebody made them. Because I mean, there's a lot of them there. You know, I mean, like this one is like perfectly round.
Yeah, and like I don't see how they got that one to balance on that stone that you showed a second ago. There was a picture, they've got the standing rocks where people say that, how did these rocks stand on each other like that? You'll see like these huge, big boulders sitting on top of another rock, really weird. And, that was from them being rushed down the water a long time ago. And that's where it sat. And when it dried up, that's just how it was.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's, the size of my balls.
But you found your balls in the jungle.
Yeah.
And so someone didn't make it and then chunk it out there, did they?
I don't know. I mean, what it says about these things. Stone spears are an assortment of over 300 petrospears in Costa Rica on the Geckos Delta on Isla de Caño. Locally, they're known as bolas de piedra, literally stone balls. The spears are commonly attributed to the extinct Dickey's culture, and they are sometimes referred to as Dickey spears. They're best known stone sculptures of the Colombia area. They are thought to have been placed in lines along the approach to houses of chiefs, but their exact significance remains uncertain. I don't know. I was just walking a trail through the jungle to go to the beach, and I looked down and I was like, oh, that's peculiar. It's a round rock. And I picked it up and threw it in my bag and brought it home. Didn't think anything of it. And well, lo and behold, it's
That is so cool.
a weird thing that happens in Costa Rica with stone spears.
Now I want to know the significance. That is really cool.
Yeah, I remember reading about, it said that they used to line the entrances to like special people's houses, chiefs and what have you. The spheres range in size from a few centimeters to over 2 meters, 6.6 feet in diameter, and weigh up to 15 tons. Most are sculpted from gabbro, the coarse-grained equivalent of basalt. There are a dozen or so made from shell-rich limestone and another dozen made from a sandstone. They say how many is there, but I don't think they take in fact that some crazy white long-haired guy brought one back to the States in 1987.
And how many other ones could have been found too?
Yeah.
I love how they have that one sitting on that base like that, though. That is so awesome.
Yeah, and when I was in Costa Rica, I did see several of these like in places, in villages and stuff. And I just thought, whoa, that's kind of cool. Wonder how they made them so round, and I saw them and thought they were, like made recently. I didn't realize the rock that I had was the same thing as these big ones that are,
That's like the coolest souvenir.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The Chiefs balls. You've got the Chiefs balls in your hand.
The Chiefs balls. He's a uniball because I stole one.
Uni.
He's a uniballer. Yeah. Strange things in those Costa Rican jungles.
I'm ready to run away.
Yep. Run back to school, Teresa.
Rob's got big balls. The Chiefs got the biggest balls of them all. Yeah, Steam works really good, Debbie.
For scrying?
Yeah.
or for imaging, I should say. Yeah.
Hmm. Well, she uses it too as a backdrop.
Oh yeah.
Like white noise, but visual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, pull out your dragon deck. Pull out your dragon deck, Rob.
Well, at my dragon deck. I
Pull
gotta
out
find.
your dragon deck.
I moved all my cards today. I'm gonna reset them all up here in front of me. So, there's some organization and some whatnot, and some have, right now they are scattered everywhere. Let me see if I can find them real quick.
Well, if he's gonna do that, I can start taking orders from you guys. If anybody would like a card reading, I'm gonna put a thumbs up. Get you. Oh, that's awesome. I don't get very good steam from my oil diffusers like that. When you get it set up, I want to see how it works.
I don't know where they're at. Sound like it's on others.
This one right here says Facebook user, yes, please. I don't know who that is because it's not showing up on my. Oh, that's Sherry. I got Sherry. I don't know why they do that. Oh, Miss Wolfie would like a card. Would you like a card also, Wolfie? Okay, I think I got everybody. The first one goes to Miss Debbie.
Am I doing them? Are you doing them?
I think you're going to do them.
I mean, put my
Your
shoes.
Your shoes and your glasses. We have about 8 people, so that'll.
All right, this is the Crystal Spirit deck. Who was the first one for?
Debbie.
It is. I don't know. What is it? I have no idea. Citrine. I really like that crystal. I don't have any citrine either.
I don't think he was able to find it, Zuriana.
Yeah, I don't know where the dragon deck is at the moment. I'll try and have it next week.
Can't
I
find this
moved.
dragon deck.
I moved this shelf back here that now has snakes on it. Was all Oracle and Tarot deck cards, and I moved them all in the last few days, and they're strewn about this room, like littered about.
They're littered about.
Citrine, the essential meaning: joyful expressiveness, exuberance, and happiness, letting go of any and all negativity. Now is the time for you to be you and to experience the tremendous joy available to you. With all the hard work you do to overcome your old patterns, heal the wounds of the past, and forgive yourself and others as you walk the healing path, you might find that you have forgotten how to just have fun and laugh. Be happy today. Citrine Spirit is here to amplify the joy in your life. So feed it. Jeez. Even with my glasses on, I'm like having a hard time reading. So feel it and express it as if you were broadcasting it to the entire planet, because you are. However serious life may feel, the conscious universe really wants us all to have fun. So you're doing important work when you exuberantly share your joy with the world. Make time for for pure playfulness and joy today. The relationship message: in our relationships, we work to build foundations of love and trust. One way to do that is through simply spending time together having fun. Do something with someone else, some activity you enjoy or that neither of you have tried before. That will make your hearts happy. Being adventurous can be fun, even if the experience doesn't turn out quite as you expected. And the rain insists on falling on your parade. Intend to find something funny and positive in whatever you do with others today. And your joy will be your gift, magnified by the power of the citrine spirit. Remember, your joy encourages and inspires others to let go of their sadness and cynicism, and so don't hold back. Radiate happiness. It's a pretty positive message.
Yeah, she said it's perfect that she's right now releasing all the negativity.
Nice.
It's awesome.
There's a citrine sphere at the crystal shop that I really want. It's about yay big, and it's perfectly like crystal clear, but it's, citrine. It's kind of yellow colored, but it's like, it looks like a citrine crystal ball, but it's like $80.
I bet. I was going to say that. That's beautiful. I've got Azariana next. Is that how much it is for everybody, or?
Yeah. And she just got some awesome slabs of petrified wood in.
Wow.
Like, I've got a piece of petrified wood back there. It's not very big. It's, 6 inches.
Wood.
I got wood. It's not that big either. I got some hardwood, but it's only 6 inches long. But yeah, she's got some petrified wood up there that I really want. That's, God, it's like, probably weighs like 25 pounds. It's got a couple big. Okay, who am I doing?
Azariana.
Oh yeah, I saw a picture of your rose quartz slab today, Lori. Azariana got diamond. That's a nice one. Wouldn't mind finding a couple big chunks of that.
Yeah.
Diamond, the essential meaning, the priceless gift of time and pressure combined, beauty and strength arising from the trials and challenges, the right use of power. As co-creators with our fellow beings, we are meant to work together harmoniously, giving and receiving, taking turns and sharing the work, the credit, the fun, the power of manifestation. Today, you are called to claim your power and exercise it with respect and love for all, even those who are hard to love, especially those who challenge you. You never know what silent struggles people are hiding, and your ability to express love is magnified by the diamond spirit today. So listen to that part of you that wants to be kind and understanding towards someone who is making it difficult for you to come from your highest self. Diamond spirit has appeared to let you know that this is a moment to wield your power mindfully. You've earned wisdom over time as you have suffered much in your life, and now is the place of maturity and understanding. Avoid being reactive, for there is strength in quiet, loving gestures such as willingness or listen, or to say, I am sorry that you are in this situation. Often, if this gentle action, it's these gentle actions that hold the most power. Your ability to move hearts is very strong right now. Even if you maintain healthy boundaries, make the choice to own your power and use it with wisdom and grace. In doing, you align the conscious universe, who knows the healing power of love and compassion.
That's really pretty.
Yeah.
We've got Royal next. I don't know if I've ever seen you pull the diamond card yet.
No. Yeah, I usually use the other crystal deck, but I grabbed this one. And it is bronzite. Bronzite, the essential meaning: loyalty, trust, steadfastness, self-respect, trusting the conscious universe has your back. Now is the time to be sure you trust in the conscious universe and remain true to your authentic self as bronzite spirit appears with the message that loyalty must be earned. Be judicious in extending your trust, knowing it is a gift from the conscious universe that must be honored. Respect others by being trustworthy yourself, speaking of them in ways that are honorable. Heal the past by owning your role in it so that you can trust yourself again, having learned the lessons that shall strengthen you.
I like the messages on these.
Yeah. I don't know that I've ever seen bronzite, but it's pretty cool looking.
Ariana wants to know if you can send her a picture of that card. I don't know if you already shuffled it back in.
It was the diamond card, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome, Royal. Then we've got Sherry after.
It is. What is it? I can't see. Oh, it's one of my favorite. It's Moldavite.
Ooh.
Moldavite, man. Moldavite and that Libyan glass. I can put both of those around my neck. But man, I got to be careful because they'll give me a headache. They got a lot of crazy energy in both of them. Take it off, headache goes away. Weird. It's just a rock, man. It can't do anything. Okay.
You're after Sherry, Lori.
Let's see what it says about Moldavite. Essential meaning: transformation, rebirth through fire, initiation and opening to new experiences, revitalization and renewal. New doors open and as you cross the threshold. It can be exhilarating to know that you are stepping out of the old and into the new self, ready for unexpected gifts that come with this initiation. Moldavite Spirit's message is to know that as you walk through an open door, you are being reborn in a sense. For it will be difficult once you have made a conscious choice to say goodbye to what was. Rebirth always involves tension and struggle. Crystals can only form if there's plenty of pressure to change. If you are frustrated, uncomfortable, know that relief is on the way. So just focus on what's happening, for a better tomorrow begins to reveal itself. Your passage into this new is assured. So be present, be open, be ready for healing to take place. This new experience requires a new you, in a sense, a you that recognizes that you belong here, that you truly can let go of the old. You are so loved, and the conscious universe is proud of you.
These were great cards.
Yeah. And Moldavite, man, who knows? You know, it's like the space rock. It came from who knows where. Came crashing to Earth.
My friends Alucard and Toxie just got some Moldavite a couple months ago, and she was saying that he had to, take it off pretty fast. He was getting a headache and the same thing. Oh,
Yeah.
he said sisters. Oh, that's really cool.
What's that?
Debbie has a oil diffuser, aromatherapy diffuser that lets off really good steam.
Oh, nice.
Almost like thicker than a humidifier.
Yeah, mine's my Moldavite usually hangs. I got a thing where all my crystal necklaces and stuff hang, and yeah, I can wear it usually for a day and a half with no problem. If I leave it on 3 days or so, man, I get a pounding headache. It's crazy. Anybody else?
We've got Miss Lori.
Oh, it looks like another one of my. Nope, I thought it was something different. This is Aegirine. Agrin. Not sure I'm pronouncing it right.
Not sure. Ooh.
All right. Essential meaning: integrity, solidarity, impeccability, reliability, and consistency. Although we are always evolving, we all possess deeply held values that we do not have to compromise. Your personal integrity matters, so if you're feeling pressured to say yes when your heart says no, or to be something you're not, listen to the message. Agrin, I may be butchering the name. Agrin Spirit brings you. Now is the time to remember the importance of being reliable and impeccable with your word. If you really wanted to say no, don't say yes for now. Try to correct your mistake later. People may struggle to accept your truth and decisions, but stick to them. Be solid and consistent, because what matters to you deep down matters to the conscious universe who loves you. If you're feeling unsure, doubting whether you have the right to take a second stand, become still and reconnect with the conscious universe through this crystal. It's not your job to protect everyone's feelings and keep the peace at all costs. You don't have to rush about smoothing everything over. Be at peace as you stand firm, for your deepest values are in sync with your purpose. The conscious universe wants you to feel and be strong right now. So, yeah.
A lot of times, unless it's something that I know a lot, I'll like pronounce things a certain way, and then hear someone else actually say it right, and it's like, oh my gosh, I've been saying that wrong this whole time.
I don't know if I was saying it right or wrong.
Sounds good. We got Janice after.
It is. It's another green one. Malachite. Not moldavite.
I was thinking malachite. When you said moldavite, I was like thinking my malachite. Earlier.
Malachite. The essential meaning: clarity of thought and emotions, the right use of intellect, integrating thoughts and intuition. Overthinking can make you feel like you are starting to lose it. But Malachite spirit has appeared to let you know there is a difference between unproductive ruminating and taking the time to apply logic that can help you make sense of what you know. Reasoning with clarity means the right use of your intellect as you consider all of the evidence you have encountered. This includes evidence produced by opening yourself to messages from the conscious universe through your first sense, intuition. Your reasoning powers are at their peak level right now. So let go of any old beliefs that would make you doubt Malachite Spirit's message, which is to trust that you are smart enough to sort through all the information before you.
And then we've got Miss Wolfie. He's went a lot faster than I thought. Oh, this has cool patterns in it.
This is chrysocolla. The essential meaning: speaking your truth, heartfelt communication, and right speech. When you speak your truth, you are being true to your soul's desire to participate in co-creation of a better world and a better life for you. Chrysocola's spirit message for clear, authentic speech that arises from your heart is this: the force of the conscious universe love is here for you today as you choose to speak up and speak out. For you can be a clear channel for what needs to be said. Your voice is so very important, for you are a unique being with your own calling and destiny, and the conscious universe expresses truth through you. Practice choosing your words consciously as you voice a difficult truth or speak up on behalf of someone who has felt powerless for too long. Be assured, because your commitment to heartfelt communication, your voice will ring out, cutting through the noise.
And last but not least, we've got Mr. Wolfie. Ooh.
Another one of my favorite rocks, crystals, turquoise. Got a turquoise skull right there.
I have a piece somewhere of all these bowls of rocks everywhere.
I got a snake man too. Essential meaning: storytelling, reframing a different way of perceiving. Each of us can experience the same event differently because all of us are coming from different vantage points. Know too that as you change, so will your perspective. And the message Turquoise Spirit has for you is that you can change your story of what happened in the past at any time. You can choose which details to focus on and how to interpret events. For you are being encouraged to claim your power as a storyteller. Make no mistake, storytelling is an awesome power. For no one can take your truth away from you. But you may discover that it has more angles than you realized. Just as a crystal turned over in your hand has more facets than appearance at first glance. What story will you tell? Will it be one that's heroic or empowering, worthy of your hard work and efforts to heal what is wounded within you? Rest assured, you can be honest that all you have experienced and done, you will still write a story that will help you feel you are very strong, wise, supported by the conscious universe. The truth we all share is complicated, and the way to tell your truth is up to you. So Turquoise Spirit encourages you to write your story well, a way that honors, empowers, and heals you and gives you strength even if others may not seem to accept your truth. Tell it anyway, for doing so is a healing act.
I really like those messages on these. Beautiful. And we've got Diane too. If you'd like to pull them from Miss Diane.
Why, certainly. This is another one that I'm probably going to say wrong. Seraphos Green Quartz.
I wonder where you find that.
Yeah. Seraphos Green Quartz. Essential meaning: life on life's terms. Joy de vivre. The acceptance of our place in the world, heaven on earth. What is meant to be. As long as we are human, we will face times when the only choice is to accept life on its own terms. But in the acceptance lies a most precious treasure, the gift of now. Surrender to this moment exactly as it is, and your heart will open, releasing what needs to be left behind as you join with the conscious universe on a journey of your own healing. Something wonderful is awaiting you. But first, you must be present in what is, so that you can have the experience and receive the gift of recognizing that you are stronger than you know. When the wheel of fortune turns, you may look back on this moment as a crucial for your growth. Very often, unanswered prayers and unexpected twists of fate lead to the destiny that our heart seeks. Trust now in this process of acceptance. Trust that the conscious universe has your back.
I was just looking, and it looks like the high altitude quartz is in Switzerland. I saw something about New York. They've got, different clarities and richnesses and everything.
Yeah.
I think they come from Switzerland. It's excellent for stimulating creativity and intuition. It has the ability to transform negative energies into positive energies, can bring success and prosperity, and also attract abundance. It supports the endocrine endocrine system and maintains balance in the physical body. And they call it the universal crystal because of its many uses, and it's beneficial for manifesting, healing, meditation, protection, and channeling. It's excellent for harmonizing and stabilizing one's environment and is helpful in romantic relationships. I think I might want to find some of that. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. There's one
One's speaking to me.
new dudes.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Yeah, they're, somebody asked, do they bite? They can if they want, but they generally don't. This one's really active.
When they're small like that, just feels like sandpaper anyway.
He wants to crawl everywhere. I mean, if he wanted to bite me, he could be lighting me up,
Oh, yeah. Grab on your nose right now.
Yeah.
Is that one that came from the FedEx?
Yeah.
You had a journey, baby.
Yep. Yeah, this guy, Garrick DeMeyer, he has Royal Constrictor Designs. He's got a ton of snakes that he breeds and sells. These are 2021 babies, so they're like yearlings, and he was doing a 50% off sale, so got a pretty smoking deal.
He's checking you out.
Yeah, he is. He's like, what's going on here?
I like your nice warm hand.
But typically, ball pythons. Why do they call them ball pythons? Because that's what they do. They ball up in a ball usually. Like literally. Tuck their head inside. You can't get me now.
Have you ever had one of the emerald python? Wait, there's a green.
Emerald tree boas?
Yeah.
Those are really cool. But no, I never had one. I have a friend that strictly raises those. And for a non-venomous snake, they have the biggest teeth.
Oh, yeah?
They have a pretty...
Yeah,
they have a pretty hefty set of fangs. So they're cool if you get, cool ones, but they can be a little snippy.
And there's also, I remember, a green python too, that I was looking at, but I can't remember. A tree python.
Green tree pythons, yeah.
Yeah. Because I was looking at both those. I wanted one or the other.
Yeah. But yeah, these aren't slimy. They're not wet. They're not, they just feel soft. I've got some friends that are deathly afraid of them. But you can pretty much do it.
He's going to be freaking out right now.
Oh, yeah, he'd be totally losing his mind. Hey, but I get it. I don't like monkeys. So, monkeys are too, dude, Terry Lovelace, if I woke up and I had a bunch of monkeys in my room, might as well just kill me right then. I'd be freaking out.
You put yourself in your own paralysis.
Yeah. See, I could be Indiana Jones and, pit of snakes. I'd be like, oh, cool. There's some pretty ones there. No, don't touch that one. No, these are cool. Let's walk on this side. Pit full of monkeys. I'd be like, oh, hell no. They're going to kill me. But
And I wouldn't mind either one.
Yep.
My snake used to like to sleep in my shirt.
Yeah, these will hang out. Put them in your pocket. They'll chill. Or they'll just they get in my hair and then that's
Oh, God. And they tangle up. That's horrible. Like that couple pieces of hair and you're worried they're going to slice yourself in half.
Yeah.
Snakes are cute.
But yeah.
I told Jason before I'd sleep with my snakes, he's like, what is wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? Get off the TikTok.
Get off TikTok.
Oh, well. I think I'm going to TikTok my ass to bed.
Yeah.
Snakes. Dude, I'm just waking up.
I must trip them out to be like shipped like that. I'm just thinking like in the way people treat boxes, like, oh God.
I know. Yeah, I can see them just getting hurled around. They come in like little plastic, like deli tubs, and they're rubber band together, and the lids are on, and they're packed in there with newspaper and styrofoam, so they don't
breathe.
Yeah, there's holes in the box in the deli cup thing, and then they just.
Oh my God, that's freaking me out.
Yeah, it's not it's not a like a 2 or 3 day thing. It's just like an overnight.
Yeah, overnight.
Supposed to sign for them, and they have a DOA guarantee. If I got them and they were dead or something, I got like 2 hours to get a hold of them and let them know. But I've never had a problem. I've shipped snakes and I've got snakes and I've never had a problem.
Yeah.
So.
And we used to get the fish. What was really barbaric was we would go to San Francisco to these fish shops, and what you do is you'd have to wait to get there first thing in the morning when the shipment comes, and then when everything's still in the bags, because then they give you like a hella killer discount for just getting them right there off the truck. And then they don't have to worry about, putting them in, doing all this. So you go in there and they have like this big thing of water in the middle with all these baggies, floating in it. And so everybody's out front, all these people just ready, pushing you. And then you have to like stand there with all these people, and the door opens and it's like Cabbage Patch frenzy. Okay. And then you see all these baggies, people grabbing these things, going. You have to watch your basket because people take the baggies right out of your thing. And they've got like coral and just everything in there. But some of the stuff didn't quite make it. Oh.
Yeah.
Hi, baby. Oh.
Close up.
He's smelling it. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna look up Sunday's guest. I was like, why am I going back to Facebook?
Yeah, I was gonna hang out the other night. That guy seemed pretty cool.
Yeah, he was really cool.
I still got this weird whatever going on with me, and man, I just like I knew if I sat there, I was gonna be like.
No, you need your rest. I didn't even think that you were gonna come tonight. Looks like Sunday is Dan Baldwin and George Sewell.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
Two different-
Netflix series Haunted. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will wish you a very good night.
You too. And everybody else, have a good rest of the week. Stay out of trouble. I'm going to try to. No guarantees, though. Supposed to have a stress test tomorrow, but I canceled it. Just telling Jamie. I got one doctor that says, you should take it easy because you have a blood clot. And then I have another doctor that scheduled me for a stress test tomorrow and wants me to walk on a treadmill till I damn near pass out. So I'm going to go with the first doctor and take it easy first.
I think that's the best bet.
Yeah. Snake's biting me. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Catch y'all later. Catch you Sunday.
Nighty night.
Night. Give him a kiss, Snakey. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye. Boing. It won't end.